Hi YouTube family. How you doing? I just wanted to check in today. I felt like I needed to record. And before I get to talking, I just want to set the space. So we call upon the Guardian families, the Aurora and Christ families, aligned to law of one mission of which we serve. We anchor our space in sacred and service to law of one and to God. Fill the sacred container with the crystal liquid Christ light, and we direct our four corners to be sealed in the light of unity and wholeness, impenetrable and invincible. We ask our crystal guardian forces to anchor this space, sacred in divine love and in divine order. And we fortify our 12th dimensional shield, pushing out the shield energies from our core. Push out the shield energies with the GSF code. I am God, I am sovereign, I am free to my entire personal boundary and home space. And we ask the Avatar God Self that any transmissional codes be in alignment and in divine right order and harmony. And so it is. Thank you, beloveds. So, like I said, I gotta create the container and the space to make sure everything is okay and set in motion. But I wanted to hop on camera because I don't know, like I think maybe like this YouTube thing, it might be like a series of video diaries because I just I don't know, I guess it's an outlet for me at this point. But I wanted to, I guess, talk more about being homeless or in between homes, as I like to call it, because it's a temporary experience. It's not permanent. So I've been homeless for about 3.5 months now. I've been homeless. It's December 28th. I've been homeless since September 10th. And the most challenging thing about being homeless is the looks that people give you. People look at you as if you're like as if you're not like really worth anything. Like, you're like considered the bottom of the bottom, like, when you homeless. So, and it's very disheartening because it's like, damn, like, uh, you don't even think I should be treated like a human being, and people don't have respect for you. And respect can be respect is tricky because because I'm animated by the God spirit. I'm alive because of God. That alone should be enough for reverence and respect. And it's actually one of the law of one practices in Ascension Glossary. You sense or you can feel the eternal God spirit alive in everything, in plants, the minerals, the insects, which I'm struggling with the insect part, but is you can just feel it, and that alone, like when your heart is open, that's that reverence, that respect. So naturally you have a reverence and respect for any human being. If they're dysfunctional or whatever, like, you keep your distance, but you still have reverence and respect for the human. And a lot of people are lacking that. Like, it's just it's that's what makes it challenging. Is the looks people give you. People don't have no respect. Don't get me wrong, I met some of the kindest, most nicest souls, the bright, like, people who give to me, like, though they're really bright, like you could just see it in their face. They want to help people, they give to people. And that's nice. That outweighs the negative or the bad. But you have them other people that's like, they it's hard. And like I said, I'm in this space because of I'm in the process of evolving. Like, I'm in, I guess I should say it because it's what's coming up, but my skin color is changing. It's going from golden brown to soft pink. I'm developing um the female reproductive system. I have breasts like just growing, ovaries growing. It's a lot of changes that are happening within my body, and this is on top of having or like getting ready to have superpowers. So my body's going through a lot. So it makes sense to me why I'm guided to not work, to give my body this time that I need so I can complete this transformation, this metamorphosis, so I can walk in my purpose. And I'm at Jack in the Box right now, because ain't no light outside, or else I would be recording this outside. But it's just something I had to get off my chest, because people don't respect you. They don't, because simply because I'm homeless and I'm not working, and like, and today, I was on the internet and I was looking like the job openings and stuff on Indeed, and honestly, like, I get so depressed. Like, I just feel closed up. Like, I don't feel expansive. Like, now I feel expansive. Like, recording this video, I feel expansive. But when I'm looking for a job, I feel very closed up. The energy is no longer circulating as abundantly anymore, and it makes me depressed. And I don't know how to communicate that without seeming lazy or like I'm a bum, because that's not what it is. Like, if getting a job, like, if participating in society like how I'm expected to, if that was in alignment, oh yeah, I would do that, because it's about being in alignment. Because when you're out of alignment, stuff starts happening, you start having mishaps and accidents, and you don't have time for that. Like, you want your life to be as smoothly as possible, and for it to be as smoothly as possible, you want to be in alignment. You want to do what you're supposed to be doing. So it's just challenging, and this goes back to the game I was telling you about, Infamous Second Son, and it's not the only one. The Powerpuff Girls said it too. The Powerpuff Girls movie, they said it too. When you in the process of embodying superpowers, moving to that next level, you experience being homeless, because you can't. The energy dynamics and the physics, they change for you. You can't do what everybody else is doing, go work a job, slave away. That don't work, because if I go out and I work a job and I'm slaving away, that takes away the energy that I need to complete this metamorphosis. Like I said in an earlier video, like, for some reason, when I try and like go out and look for a job or sign up for a job, it creates a huge blockage for my higher spiritual identities. They can't embody and go to the place that they're supposed to go to within my body, because this job is creating this blockage. So yes, I let that shit go. Like, excuse my language, but if I had to choose, I'm choosing the spiritual evolution, because that's, at the end of the day, that's what's gonna make sure I'm straight, I'm good. That job, I too many jobs I've had, they don't care about you. It's my way or the highway. And you got to remember, like, these jobs, like, a lot of these companies, they're for themselves. They're service to self, and you can't be aligned with that energy. You trying to be service to others. You trying to be aligned to God. You cannot be aligned. You can't say it, because it's really about authenticity. So you can't be like, oh, I'm in service to others. In service to God, but you work for a company that runs your life, because the company tell you when to be there, how long to be there, how much you're gonna get paid, and you build your life around that. So the company is service to self. Like, it's about the accumulative vibration, thoughts, frequencies that determine whether or not you service to self or service to others. And I need to be service to others, because that's where the protection is. That's where the blessings are. That's where I want to be. But it's just challenging being homeless. That's the most challenging aspect. And I'm realizing, or at least I think, that a lot of people don't feel like they should help you, because there are a lot of services that help you, but in my experience and my perception, the services that they have to help you, it's like they don't really help you, like, they kind of keep you stuck in that same circle. Like, if you off the wheel, they put you back and they keep you in that wheel. It's no expansion. So it's one of the reasons why I'm not on food stamps, not or anymore. I was, but I'm not on food stamps anymore. I'm not on any type of government assistance because the energy don't feel right. It feel like you trying to help me, but you're not really helping me. Like, like for whatever reason, it's much more in alignment energetically for me to allow people to help me. Like, if someone buys me food or they want to give me something and it's in alignment, then yeah. Or like just kind strangers just offering stuff. For some reason, that's what's in alignment. Me going out, getting a job, me using the homeless resources, that's not in alignment. Like, I feel a piece of my energy being taken away when I do that, and I don't like that. Versus me, someone offering and I'm accepting, I still keep my energy. And I'm not panhandling because that's me being parasitic. You can't hold the light of God and be parasitic. You can't. And I'm struggling with that. Like, I'm really struggling with that. Like, I don't panhandle, but I cracked. And I went to, because they have showers for the homeless. I went, and after I went, I felt my energy leave. Like, I'm like, okay, like, I can't. Like, it's like they don't help you. Like, they help you, but they don't help you. So, like, I'm working within specific energy dynamics and physics, and it's very challenging. And it's just challenging. And then, like, I've been here in 3.5 months, so people notice me. Like, they starting to see me more and more, and you can see that I'm just chilling, basically. I'm not really, like, actively I'm not in a state of action, and people notice that, and it's like, okay, well, if you don't look like you want to help yourself, then you know. So I'm in a really tricky position, and all of this so I can get to where I'm trying to get to, being embodied and walking in my purpose and whatnot. But people like, and it's all like it's all down to because no everybody, like, a lot of people have closed hearts. So when you have an open heart, like, you have empathy, you have compassion, and a lot of people's hearts are closed down, which is why it's you know there's a lot of negativity and injustice in the world, because when your heart open and you feel in love, like, you don't behave in certain ways because you risk closing down your heart. You risk experiencing a pain in your heart. And that's the thing, like, people judge you or what, did they judge me or whatever, like being homeless, and I kind of just have to. I realize it's a lot of power in silence. It's a lot of power in letting people just think what they want to think, because I'm going to give you an example. It's about protection. So I'm walking, in Hillcrest. I'm walking past this plaza, and I'm just walking. I'm on my way to the library. I had no intention to stop. I'm walking, but I have my duffel bag, like, so I look homeless. Like, it is what it is. And one of the workers there, I'm just passing by, and one of the workers was like, "You have to leave," like, and I'm just walking, like, I'm not doing anything, just walking to my destination, to the library. And he says, "You have to leave," because unfortunately there are a lot of homeless individuals, which, if you want me to be honest, this would be, the ones that are like, they're dysfunctional, they just scream at everything, they're on drugs. That would be the apex of the mind control and of a fractured, mentally fractured, soulfully fractured human being. And it's very heartbreaking once you comprehend that. Like, that's the apex of the mind control that's going on and that has been going on. But because of them, all homeless people just get, you know, grouped into this category, and it is what it is. But and a lot of people aren't very discerning with characters. That comes with the heart. It comes with heart opening. But anyways, he told me, like, you have to leave, and I'm just walking, and I'm like, I'm on my way leaving, like, I'm leaving, and he says, oh, okay. And then it just came out because I was upset, like, I was irritated, like, I ain't doing nothing. I'm just walking by, and you tell me I have to leave because I look a certain way. And I said, don't judge by appearance, is what I said. And when I said it, I felt a really sharp pain in my heart. And some of the pathways of my heart closed down. And when that happened, that stops the energy circulating. Because when your heart is open, when your heart is flowering, it's reached that eighth dimensional level. This is it's when your heart, it goes from an astral heart to aqua crystal heart, and you're emanating blue frequencies of oceanic waves of love, and that's the divine mother. So you are now connected to zero point energy, God source, and it's very healing, very regenerative, very restorative. It's very healing. Like, and people don't have this sort of life force within them, and it's like it's heartbreaking. When you think about that, after you experience it for yourself and then realize other people don't have it, it's heartbreaking. But I felt my heart close down, and it was just because I knew like I'm not in the right, because I know better, because I have a certain level of knowledge and awareness and wisdom. So I knew that wasn't the right thing to say because of everything that's going on with the mind control. You know, People's perceptions are manipulated. So, of course, my heart closed down. Of course, I felt a sharp pain in my heart because I already know. So that was a lesson. And I'm like, okay, I can't just be saying stuff. Like, I kind of just have to let things be, and that's very challenging, but it's very powerful. Like, it's silence is like super powerful. I don't know. I'm just now discovering this. Like, it's powerful to let people think what they want to think, to not, because when you're combative with someone, like, you waste energy, you lose energy, and then you're less effective on like what God needs you to do. So, and that's not, like, no. But I want to keep talking, but like my memory on my phone is not like the greatest. So, but yeah, it's just challenging, and I think I said this before in the video, but this goes back to the game, and the game specifically shows you at all its iterations, Infamous, Infamous 2, Second Son, they show you that the people that have superpowers or that are getting ready to have superpowers, they're homeless. They like dude in the main game, in the first game, he wake up on a bench on the street. He wake up on a rooftop. Like, and I peeped that playing the games. I'm like they homeless, they unemployed, they don't have no jobs, and that's not an accident. That's not a coincidence. Like, I don't know how they know, but like when they make these games, they be knowing. I don't know how, I don't know what they be doing, but they be knowing, because if I had to choose, which I would choose, if I had to choose between being homeless and getting superpowers, or going back into the Matrix, working a regular job, and being depressed, I'm gonna choose the homeless and superpowers. That's just, I feel like that's just a given. Once you realize what it is, that's what I'm gonna choose. Yeah, I'm really close. Like, I'm closer than I've ever been before. I could feel it, because it's like the Powerpuff Girls. Like, at the end of the episode, you have all the hearts, the big heart. It's just going over and over and over again. That's supposed to represent the multi-dimensional chambers of your heart chakra. And when you see the Powerpuff Girls fly into the heart and then come out, and like bam, like that's you're downloading or you're pulling in the higher frequencies of your higher spiritual bodies, and you're projecting it out. So that's what happens as we take our energy from the outside, and we condense ourselves, and it projects out. So that's what I'm noticing, as my superpowers, as they anchor deeper and deeper into my physical body and become more and more interconnected. They're being projected out, like in the Powerpuff Girls when they fly into the heart and they go bam. They just pop out. It's really like that. So when I say I'm close, I feel like I'm close, especially with the concrete, you know. But I can't really be like, hey. I can't do that yet. The YouTube is the most I'm doing. I can't just randomly go out to somebody and be like, hey, I'm getting superpowers. I'm gonna seem like that random ass crazy homeless person, and I'm not trying to look like that right now, you know. But yeah, like it's that's what's challenging about being homeless. But I feel like it'll be worth it. Should I keep talking or should I end it? I guess I'm gonna end it. So I just wanted to get that out. Just being homeless, like is and it's not like me. It's just something I'm experiencing. I know it's not gonna be forever, but it's challenging. It's very challenging because I feel like I just have to like just be and allow my aura to pull in what I need, and that's hard. That's really hard because you feel like you need certain stuff and it's just not coming. But then it comes when it comes, and it's like okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I could keep talking forever, but I kind of don't want my videos to run so long, which they might in the future. We don't know. I'm keeping everything moment to moment. Like I didn't expect to make this video, but I just felt a call, a pull to record and talk because it helps me process and it's healing for me and it might be healing for somebody else. You never know because people judge you so much on the chapter they walked in your life or how you look. And I had someone say to me, like, if I was homeless, people would never know it. Like I would just have suits. I would, shave all the time, keep a clean haircut. And I mean, I get all that, but for me, that would be duplicitous, and I can't be duplicitous. You can't hold the inner light of God and be duplicitous. No, because for one, I don't like haircuts. I don't know how to shave properly. And I wasn't even doing that when I was working. I would have my hair done by my sister, but that's different. But I'm not about to go out and get suits with money I don't have at the moment to paint or project this image. Like, nah. Mm-mm. Like, this metamorphosis I'm going through, taking all my time and energy, and that's where I'm at right now. And people don't understand. I'm not looking for your understanding. I'm barely trying to make sense of all this myself. I just know I want superpowers, and the allure of it is like it's too it's too juicy. Like like I feel like I've been waiting for this for my whole life. So I'm gonna make this final stretch. I'm doing this because I'm almost done. Like I feel it. Like I'm almost done, and it's just been a long ride. But I learned a lot being homeless, and I'm grateful for what I've learned. But it's still challenging, and like I said, what makes it challenging is the people like that don't have no respect for you. Like I'll be just chilling on like in the park and people just walk all over you. People be having loud ass conversations while you trying to rest, and it's like, you know, like I guess when you homeless, people just you know. And I don't know if I should say this. I'm probably not going to. See, I have to feel what's right, and I don't know like it's some changes that's coming like in this next year and beyond that people just not ready for. It's like it's sort of like with the pandemic. It's sort of like with that like people realize that they can't put a job above themselves and their health. And with these changes that are coming, a lot of people are going to realize what really matters and what really doesn't. And love, compassion, empathy, that's what really matters. So, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm in the video. We at 25 minutes almost, but I just had to get that off my chest. I just had to talk about it in this Jack in the Box, taking my journey moment at a time, not even a day at a time, a moment at a time, in this now moment because that's how you stay in 0 point energy. So, and I'll explain 0 point energy in a different video. I kind of want to get off now. So, but thank you for tuning in. If you keeping up with me on this journey, or whenever you're watching, if you watching like the entirety of these videos, like kudos to you, because you know just kudos, because I feel like I'm here for a specific like niche of people. Like I'm not here for everybody. I'm here for somebody, because I've had people inspired, just by me doing this, and just talking. Like I needed, because I know I needed to be in this space of just existing, and I've inspired a couple of people, one person in particular, and I'm thankful for that. So if I can inspire somebody else, that's good, because that's how that's how you build. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take off. So thank you, Guardians. We close this space. And um dang. Okay, we close this space. See, I'm not perfect with it. I'm not perfect. I'm just testing the waters. So we close this space and we seal it into light of wholeness and union and love. And so it is. And thank you for tuning in. I love you guys. Stay safe, and have fun with your life. Have fun. I think that's important. Have fun. Like, don't work too hard. Like, you need the energy to have fun, because that's what keeps you sane. But stay safe, stay connected, and stay loved. I love you. So bye bye.